All right, my love. As you can see, I'm struggle busing because I lost the video that I just created. So we're going to start over. And the title of this is going to be called Solutions or No. Okay? And make sure you put your name, first and last name, and today's date, which is the 27th. And make sure you write the period that you have this class. Okay? So, we're going to talk about keeping equations balanced. Okay? So, the idea is that one side of an equation is the same or equal to the other side. So, if we look at this, 3 plus 2 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5. This equation is balanced because both sides are equivalent. But what if we had a problem like 1 plus 6 equals 2 plus 7? Well, I'm sure you can probably tell 1 plus 6 is 7 and 2 plus 7 is 9. This equation is not balanced because one side is 7 and the other side is 9. This is not equivalent. That is the symbol we use to show that an equation is not equivalent. So let's take a look. I want you to look at the side of your paper that is titled Lesson 9.2. And they already did number 23 for you, so we're going to do number 24 together. So for number 24, and excuse the marks, I explained this earlier on the last video. Focus. Come on. Ooh, come on. All right. So is S equals 7 a solution to the equation 19 equals 23 minus S? So I'm going to solve this on a separate sheet. The first thing I'm going to do is rewrite the equation, and then I'm going to substitute the variable for the value that is given. So I'm going to rewrite it again, and the variable is S, and in the problem it said that S is equal to 7. So I want to know, is the left side equivalent or the same as the right side? I'm going to draw my river just so that I can make sure I know tell the difference between both sides. So I don't have any work to do on this side because it's just 19. But over here, 23 minus 7. Well, we know we want it to equal 19, but let's just make sure. Let's see what happens. 3 minus 7, I can't do that, so I'm going to borrow. 13 minus 7 is 6. And 1 minus 0 is 1. So I got 16. 19 equals 16. Is that right? Does 19 equal 16? Nope. 19 is not equivalent to 16. Now, what that means is if we use the value of 7 for S, it makes this equation untrue. So it says in the directions, determine if each solution is true and explain your reasoning. So in words, I'm going to write a sentence. No. S equals 7 is not a solution for the equation 19 equals 23 minus S. 19 is not equal to 16. That is an you can use this as your guide to answer the question. All right, now let's take a look at, we're going to skip around. I just want to make sure that you have all the support you need. look at the side of your paper that says lesson 9.3. Mine is much bigger than yours, but that's okay. So we're looking at lesson 9.3. And we're going to focus on question 24. And for question 24, it says, is t equals 7 a solution to the equation 64 equals 9t? So the first thing we do is rewrite the equation. 64 equals 9t. Now this is a little strange because I don't see any operation. So what am I supposed to do with the variable? I'm hoping that you're thinking that you need to multiply, because the default operation in algebra is multiplication. So this problem really says 64 equals 9 times t. That's a lot easier for me to work with. So now let's go ahead and substitute for t. What do they say t is? T equals 7. Well, whenever I see a t, I'm just going to write a 7. And then I'll rewrite the problem. So 64 equals 9 times 7. A lot of you can probably already see the answer, but let's go ahead and solve it anyway. Well, I'm going to bring down the left side because it's literally just the number. I don't have to do anything on this side. Now for the right side, we need to do 9 times 7. So many of you can probably already see this, but let's do our 9s trick. Here are my fingers, and I want to do 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I put this down, I have 63. 63. So 9 times 7 is 63. So let's look. Our left side is 64. Our right side is 63. Is 7 a solution? Nope. And we know that because 64 does not equal 63. So let's go ahead and write our answer. No. T equals 7 is not a solution for the equation 64 equals 9t. And in parentheses, we could just make a little note. 64 is not equal to 63. Now, your goal today is to get through as many problems as possible. Make sure that you show your work and that you are answering the question in a complete sentence. You may work together as long as your voices are down. So let's just go over some rules. You should have a voice level 1.5. You need to stay seated. And if you have questions, you need to ask a neighbor. And you also need to show all work. Remember that if you don't have your name, you won't get credit. No name, no credit. Actually, I shouldn't say not equal to, because no name does equal no credit. Okay? I love you. Try your best. Be the best version of yourself. Bye.